The mansion loomed in the fog, its pointed Gothic spires piercing through the night sky like daggers. Overgrown trees bent and twisted towards its structure, as if trying to reclaim it. The perimeter was wrapped in silence, broken only by the occasional distant howling of the wind that rustled through the dense mist. The front gates, rusted and barely standing, slowly creaked open on their own, as if inviting an unsuspecting soul inside. Within the mansion, dim, flickering lights revealed rooms teeming with decayed furniture, dusty chandeliers hanging precariously from the ceiling, and cobwebs that adorned every corner like tattered curtains. The air, thick and oppressive, weighed heavily on anyone who dared enter. Suddenly, a low, almost inaudible whisper echoed through the hallways, a soft, continuous murmur that seemed to emanate from the very walls of the house. In the dim light, shadows moved not as shadows should, stretching and bending in unnatural ways, hinting at an unseen presence. A door creaked and then slammed shut aggressively, sending a reverberating thud throughout the empty corridors. Books began to fly off shelves of their own accord, their pages rapidly flipping as if in a frenzy. Across the room, a rocking chair began to move, its eerie creaking sound juxtaposed against the otherwise silent room. As the tension built, the air grew colder, each breath forming a visible cloud. Lightning flashed, illuminating the surroundings through the narrow, stained glass windows that lined the hallways, casting distorted, colorful reflections that danced on the walls. In a polished, dusty mirror, the brief apparition of a ghostly figure appeared, its hollow eyes staring deeply before vanishing into nothingness. The hallways seemed to stretch endlessly, a labyrinthine maze designed to ensnare and trap any who entered. Every turn felt wrong. Every path seemed to loop back on itself. Distant footsteps echoed closer, coming from nowhere and everywhere all at once. In the final climactic scene, the entire room began to shake violently. The windows shattered from the force, sending shards of glass towards the center. The walls seemed to close in, tightening the space until the very air felt thick with malevolent intent. As the room constricted, a deafening silence fell, followed by a soul-chilling scream that pierced through the darkness. And then suddenly, it stopped. The house returned to its previous, eerie stillness as if it had never happened. The mansion remained, waiting for its next visitor, whispering secrets that only it knew. The house that won't let go had claimed another moment of terror.